Hang on, I'll open this proper then. Give me a second. All right. Okay. What's been going on?
Not much.
Uh,
Just I just work a lot.
oh, okay. Yeah, I figured you were really busy.
Well,
Yeah.
that and I moved apartments, so that wasn't the other newest thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You said that was one was getting too expensive for as little as you were getting out of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You shouldn't have to live in a shithole area like that and still pay a lot. No.
yeah. So I'm saving like $400 extra a month.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Uh, you said something about what you were going to say had to do with that court case that we were talking about.
Yeah, because it. Remember, you found out the stuff with Valiant Thor,
Mm-hmm.
and then we found out more stuff about his like plan.
Yeah.
And I have this like I'm the easiest way to explain this is that my tier persona beamed a memory back
Mm-hmm.
because I guess he was there at the court case.
Oh.
Like
Okay.
he was present. I don't know the details though.
Hmm.
The memory was just kind of him being fed up with having to come and sit at this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I had that dream where I was sitting on the stand, giving my bitches and grievances to all the those ETs and everything, and I'm like, basically, even the judge there in that case acknowledged that I was asleep here, and that was like I was dream walking there.
Yeah.
And said, I know we know you have limited time, Mr. Jacobs. Say your piece." And what I said, I couldn't hear all of it. What I said, Oversoul said some things too, and it pissed a lot of those aliens off. Oh my god! It pissed off a huge freaking group of them, which I found part of me found it funny when I was there. Uh, you haven't met this other guy yet, David Purcell. You've probably seen him on a couple of the shows, but he he can do exactly the same as we all can do too, and where he's kind of he's had dreams of being around some of the guards in the courts and being in the courtroom and everything too. We thought it was pretty funny, but Richie has too. Same thing. So.
For
Uh,
me, it's like a mirror though. It's not actually me that's there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's Tyr that's there, so it would make sense that he would be talking because my oversoul spoke as well there. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like I was talking, and all of a sudden I could hear a voice like in and around me talking as well. Uh,
Mm.
and part of the cone of silence was up, so I couldn't understand it completely, but I knew it was oversoul doing it. So,
Yeah. The weird thing is that Tier's like an active agent though,
hmm.
and not like Oversoul as a separate but the same thing that's not like always like Tier's his own entity.
What? Oh, he's not like your oversoul.
No, he's active like doing stuff.
That's really interesting how that could be like that, that definitive. I've not heard of that. Normally, it's not quite like that. The only one
No.
I knew of that was like the Oversoul and Avatar wrapped in one was Odin, but uh, that's why his downloads are such like massive, like lightning bolts when they come down. So,
No, like after we got him out of stasis and stuff and he's back out and around as his own being and I'm here as part of the same being, but we're both incarnated at the same time.
then he must be another avatar within the Oversoul's library, then, because that's quite interesting. how that took place. Well, how that dynamic is happening. Let me see. First, I'm just gonna look on your end and see if there's any blockages first coming up. I'll try not to make this too long. Wherever you are is slightly dense.
I'm sitting at a gas station.
Ah, that would explain things. Yeah, whenever Joanna pulls into one, it's really dense too. There's one right up the street, which next to a gas station near us. This is where I have all the orgone pieces stored. And you can literally, if I have enough tower busters in there, you could feel it when I walk into that gas station next door. You can literally feel it just slightly touching the clerk's like desk there, and just the tickling the edge of the torsion field, just tickling the edge of the desk, pretty much. And then a part of it on the other end goes across the street to a CVS that's across the street from it too on the other side, and it's touching traffic. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
We've been staging at a gas station because like the actual work site is too crazy for us to park and stay in that spot all day.
Okay.
So we just park here, which is like a mile away, and drive back.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So, okay, I'll make this quick. I'm gonna just do an audit and be done with it. Okay. Has a true benevolent, just true benevolent, true benevolent. There we are. And okay, here we are. I'll get rid of there was something riding in your energy. I'll get rid of that. I've been finding this rune inside of people that it's a reverse of the Feiyu rune, which is like essentially like resources.
Mm.
And it's the inverted version of Feiyu. No, hitting off me. Okay, stop touching whoever's touching me. Okay. And I've been seeing that, and synchronicity has been popping up everywhere. It's a rune that's being misused by somebody, and I've been finding in my own energy and everybody's energy that I've been reading. I've been seeing this. Feiyu is the one that kind of goes up like this, like a letter F, and
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
yeah, and then it's the reverse one. And first I thought it was like half of like Algiz, the protection one. And then I saw that I was guided to the right one, which was Feiyu. So and I've been scratching our heads as to what the fuck. So we figured maybe Loki's doing something with it and inverting it or something, but okay. Well, so far Henry's not doing too horrible. Wait a minute, you got something riding on the back of your head, though. The hell? All right. There was like this severed arm like that was attached to your back.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like some kind of like it. It's like a mummy or something. I don't know what the fuck this is, but okay. Oh, that's not going where. That must be a ghost fragment or something. Yeah, it was like this decayed, like severed arm that was just kind of hanging back here. I don't know what the hell, but okay. That had to have come from a job site or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've seen severed parts before kind of crawl around, kind of like you'd expect in an Evil Dead movie or something, but like they're ghost fragments. Then if you send them off to spirit, they just go back to their oversoul. So where they came from. That's essentially a shard, but your brain is perceiving it as like a severed part. That's essentially what a shard is a severed part. So, well, that was weird. All right. It's really hard sometimes to see because this is a retrograde time. I found out again.
Well, yeah, and tonight's the full moon.
Yeah, and full moons are a pain in the ass to work around. So, a lot of people have also given it energy that it's going to be nuts too. Same with Mercury retrograde. It's a giant like tulpa or a Grigor that people feed all the time too. So, uh, there we go. Well, so far so good. Your energy's a little hazy, but I'll look behind it. Hang on. Ah, one attach.
Oh, I have like a big shield up.
Oh, you're fine. I would be able to, since you're in a session, I would be able to see through
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm just saying. So if there's, because I work around so many people, I don't want them to know what I can do.
That's actually very smart. I do that at conferences and everything. I hide the bulk of what I can do unless someone really pisses me off. So, like if they are doing something really stupid, then I let them know that not to fuck with us. But other than that, I've had to do that maybe twice. Uh, but this last one we were at, I didn't have to do anything like that. It was actually pretty good. But the one in January. Uh, yeah, your shields, you're doing pretty good. It's just that you had that weird, like, severed arm thing going on, and it was just, that's creepy when I run into something like that. But that's obviously a ghost fragment of some sort, you know.
Mhm.
So that stands to reason, given the fact where you're on dig sites and everything, and you're moving that energy around. So,
Yeah.
okay. True benevolent tier, are you present, please? True benevolent tier, true benevolent Odin. Can you please step forward as of this moment in time? Ooh. All right. I felt that. I felt like a wind coming. I'm like, when I said that. Ooh. You're gonna have to make yourselves a little bit more recognizable to me, friends, because it's a little murky because of that full moon. Yeah, I know it has that effect. I can hear you, but I gotta be able to see you too. Mm. Forest people have been active again too. Uh, not to the extent that they once were, but they've come out again. The locals here have anyway. Uh, so true benevolent tier and Loki, if you're around, get lost. So you've been a pain in my ass lately. So yeah, all right. Because he likes to shapeshift into the different ones like really quick, like boop, 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 boop,
Yeah.
and he's a pain in my ass lately. So he keeps insisting we have unfinished business, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not interested. So uh, take it up with the Galactic Court, you know. But uh, okay, who's present, please? Who is present, please? If I can't identify you, I know Odin's right off the bat. There's someone else here in my way. Who's the lady in the robe? Yeah, out. She was pretty easy to get rid of. Okay. Okay, true benevolent Odin. If you, we'll just go with you first. True benevolent Odin only. No imposters, please. Okay, and true benevolent court that we've seen in dreams. I don't know the name of it specifically, but spirit, you know what I'm referring to. True benevolent spirit. So if you could connect me with someone from there that would know the answers to our questions, that would be great. Okay, I got a glimpse of it. The courtroom was empty at the moment. But if there's an adjudicator, judge, some kind of scribe and or uh, court recorder or somebody that is a professional that is truly benevolent with no conflicting agendas that is operating within that court structure, please step forward. Your presence is required within this session. Okay, the energy dynamic changed. Okay, yeah, members of the MDTF. All right. Well, Lena and Vesa, you're part of the MDTF, so okay, yeah, we can do that. So, are there anybody else too? Odin's around. Okay, that way. Wait, that's over there. Okay. There's several. Believe there's several Asgardians around too. All right. Tyr, are you present, please? Drupa
He's on Venus. He's on Venus.
Ah, oh yeah, I just heard he's busy. Okay. Yeah, I can tell what you mean by busy, so yeah, we won't bother him. Okay. Odin. Oh yeah, you guys are all laughing. Okay. All right. I can kind of see you. That moon is making you very obscured. Uh, it happens. Okay. Yeah, that's slightly annoying, but okay. Uh, who else is around, please? I'm sensing another party. Who is the bookworm guy with the glasses? The one with the little square glasses there. Wait a minute. Valiant Thor? Are you the Valiant Thor or are you just one of them? Only the original is invited here. Not the rest of the family. The original that we know and trust. Not the rest of them. Thank you. All right. After what that other family member did recently, we don't want anybody else but the original. Mhm. All right. Now, can someone answer the question why Tyr is operating autonomously from Ryan to that such a degree? Why?
He's been doing that since we freed him, dude.
Yeah. How and why is he acting autonomously from Ryan like that? Is he on behalf of the library or is he the library like how Odin is?
I mean, the way I understood it is that he is like the oversoul expression.
Yeah, that's how I understood it too. But Bjorn and I discovered that sometimes there can be a manifestation of that oversoul that it was also an expression within it too. And so can anyone explain this, please? How and why Tyr was sitting in the courtroom this massively separate from Ryan? It is what was necessary for what reason? Conduct the audit necessary to what end? To make life what? You're gonna have to speak up. I'm kind of deaf today here, so no, you don't have to scream it. Okay. All right. So necessary for what? Life to be then you distorted. For life to continue correctly down here without any form of interference by other other little expressions. You mean like the SSP stuff? Was that sanctioned by Tyr? Is that why the reason Tyr absorbed that one really quickly? Was it sanctioned by him, or was the lessons completely learned from that, or was the mission totally complete on that end of the spectrum? Oh, I nailed it. Oh, it was complete on that end of the spectrum. So therefore it was not needed, but anything else that tries to interfere in that area now is considered overage. Is that why he was sitting in the court? Got it. Okay. Yeah, oversouls are getting real picky about overage now. They're getting really anal retentive about that now. So, like, excuse me, I didn't want that. So, so yeah. Oh, one would think they would just junt it off to another part of the multiverse, but okay. But that's usually the case. But okay. So we'll get back to the question. What was what this actual this asks is what was Tyr sitting in court for? Was he? Yeah, his testimony as to what end in the court was what type of overage was going on that his presence was needed in that courtroom. He himself. Can you come again? Did you say he himself pushed the boundaries for a second? In what end? To what end? Oh, it was okay. It was testifying to what he actually did with the that other expression working with Valiant Thor. Yeah, okay. That he did it so abruptly. Is that why you needed information? Other parties were bitching and complaining with their grievances over that. Got it. Okay. Okay, so they had bitches and grievances too because they had something in the works that they felt was better, like Valiant Thor's party. So
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Yeah, Tyr and Odin blew that up when they took that other expression.
Yeah, they completely blew that up. And some of Valiant Thor's family, that's how one of them went to jail because he was discovered to be he was overage in and of itself. So by completely doing what he did to me and Bjorn, by itself was bad. So so what comes of this? Is that all Ryan saw was that particular court proceeding or that particular fragment? That there's more there, I think, that you're just not remembering, but obviously Tier wanted to give him that download for a reason, like showing that something was in the works. All right. All right. So also probably knowing full well I would hear this too at some point. So what all right. Let me see. There's a weird download here. So I'm gonna um, so what else do we have here? You guys are not being completely forthcoming with information today. It's like you're having me work for it here. And so uh who else is here? Who is the guy in the white uniform that has the very large dagger sidearm on his right side there? Who are you? You have kind of like a Pelena White Strike thing going on here. Who are you? Uh, except without the helmet. Um, hmm. Can you show me again? Who are you? Oh, guard to whom? You're not Asgardian. Are you Venusian? Yes. Okay. All right. I just happened to see you standing near Valiant Thor's party. So all right. All right. Yeah, it's like complete white uniform with like a just a dagger on his side. I've never seen any of them carry weapons before, so that's new. And a partial helmet, like a hood kind of thing, like I'm wearing. So, uh,
Mm.
but white. So interesting. Not seeing you guys carry weapons. All right. They you do. You just generally don't see them. Okay. Or they haven't had to before. All right. To the MDTF party. What uh, are those court proceedings close to an end? Well, because it feels like everybody's in limbo. Like everybody's like certain resources are being reallocated, certain timelines are being reallocated very rapidly. So, like it's being reset to where it needs to be versus where it ended up, kind of thing. So, that's why we're getting these weird Mandela effect things going on. So, that was essentially it, and the courts are basically determining where things began and where things ended up, like measuring it. Yeah, exactly. All right. Whoever's touching me, stop. All right. Uh, keep getting a hand like right here, so cut it out. Somebody keeps nudging me here. So, okay, who's nudging me? You obviously think it's important. So what? Boy, that is really tough to see. Holy crap. Clear some of this moon energy out of here. Mhm. I know that's tough to do, but can we put a shield up that's better than that, please, so we can? Thank you. Who are you, friend? Um, wait. Pause a second before you approach. I gotta. No, I said pause a second until I identify you. No, you're not Bennett. No, 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 no. I don't think so. You're some of that moon energy trying something here. So out. Okay. Bennett's on board ship. Yeah. All right. So I know he's busy, probably with some medical shit. So yeah.
Who?
Oh, he's an ET that we just met recently. Uh,
Mm,
he's a doctor. He's essentially a Velodian, and he works on the same ship that Elaine and Bess are on.
mm,
And he's basically their equivalent to like a lieutenant. He's like the head of like a medical department on the ship. And he's kind of like how Dr. Bashir was on Deep Space Nine, if you ever saw that, um, on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. But kind of reminds me of Bashir a lot. But he's one of the few that we've actually met actually face to face. So uh, he actually walked up to us in the middle of a crowd at Walmart
mm,
and literally shook my hand. So, and he had the same similar eye coloring to Isaac did. He had these turquoise eyes,
mm.
and he wasn't disguised at all either. He was only slightly taller than me, and I'm 6'1".
Fair
And
enough.
yeah, and um, yeah. Well, what happened was the night before I was getting frustrated, and I wanted a couple risk takers to talk to us, like ones that would be like borderline violating, galactic rules and everything. Because we're watching a Deep Space Nine episode where Ben Sisko had to take the Defiant into the Gamma Quadrant to rescue somebody, defied orders and all this other stuff. I said I want somebody to pull a Ben Sisko, you know, and sure enough, next day we're in a Walmart, and here comes Benna walking right up to me. So the thing is, the name he used, he didn't identify himself as Benna. He said his name was Dr. Benjamin Wright. He used Benjamin like Benjamin Sisko. We were just also at the Wright Brothers Monument, so he used Wright, and then Doctor like Velodian. Uh, so he was a wordplay, and I thought that was interesting, and I looked up the etymology of Benna, and it actually is the precursor to the name Benjamin. So it's Hebrew.
Mm.
And so unfortunately, it also stands for "made by Yahweh" as well. So that I was like, well, I can't bitch and complain on that area because my name Christopher is Christopher, a warrior for Christ. So I can't exactly cast stones in that area. But it's the entomology. So, uh, but yeah, I said I wanted an ET to come up to me, look me in the eye, and shake my hand, and he did it.
Yeah, good. That's cool. I
Yeah,
just hadn't heard that name before, so I was like, "Who is this that's trying to come?"
yeah. We have Bjorn was able to make some pictures of him in AI. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, we've been fiddling around with AI and making renditions of who we're looking at, and uh, he did Elena and Vesa on a couple of the GIC banners and stuff like that. He did Benna in one of the edits too, and they come out really good. So extremely good. So okay, back on track here. What there's something lingering in the winds here. So something you guys want to say collectively. There's like this energy here. It's more of a download. Hang on. Mm, if I'm getting this right, it's more of like it's what was just said that the timelines are reallocating and shifting and changing. Does this apply to how does this apply to him specifically? To the situation with Tyr? Is that a direct uh answer to it? Yes. Okay. So is Tyr the embodiment of the Oversoul, or is he just an expression within it and the embodiment? Because I've seen both. So a little from column A, a little from column B. Of course, he is the library, but at the same time, like he's still a manifestation within it. Okay, yeah, no, I get it. As guardians can be both, actually. So uh, they have that talent. So what is the overall reasoning for this? Uh-huh. Yeah, bring about the best timelines for. Well, you guys seem to think that, and the MTTF and Lanavesta, everybody seems to think that contact with certain ET races isn't that far off. Uh, but describe far off or that far off, because I don't want to be like 90 before that happened. So they're acting like they're getting ready to do something like huge, and other than what Odin was describing, it's like these courts are preparing like all these testimonies for all the wrongs that are being done down here, so they can not necessarily fix things or correct things. It's more like so that they can have an excuse to open the earth up to everything else. So, uh, you guys are being kind of vague on this. So, um, listen, okay. What individual is talking? It is really tough to hear you on an individual basis. Can you help clean that up? Hmm. Okay. Who are you? Guard. Okay. Odin. True benevolent Odin. Gotcha. To a point. Okay. And Lena Vessa. Yeah, okay. Damn. That is really hard. So, can somebody give me a decisive, excuse me, answer on this? Is this why we're on this end? We're in a whole bit of a holding pattern here. Uh, that would be part of it. Yeah. All right. Because it's getting kind of infuriating. Uh, also, is it also the time of year as well? The end of the dark time just before the spring equinox? Yes. Okay. Because I was told between that and the summer solstice that you guys were going to be doing something fairly potent.
Hmm.
So,
Okay, I'm getting stuff.
yeah.
They're also bound by the fact the court proceedings aren't fully done
Okay.
to not talk about things that are in the works.
Okay.
Because if
Yeah, they've
it's
been very vague with me lately. So,
it's like that stuff is tied into the case, and since the case isn't closed, it could like backfall.
Okay. Okay. They have the equivalent to like what you do with your work with like an NDA, kind of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so it's very similar, contractually. They have a different name for it, but it's still non-disclosure agreement kind of thing. Um, but if we figure it out, different story. But
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, it's sort of the same thing. They can drop hints. They can't give you the information straight out.
okay, all right. So I get it, guys. So I believe they're trying to they're dropping little breadcrumbs here, hoping that we follow them. So let's see here. This has to do with guys. I don't want to get on the whole disclosure shtick here because I don't like the narratives that surround it, but because they've been really bad. But they are still acting like there's the contact is going to rev up more and more. Uh,
It is after that point.
yeah. Yes. Okay. There we go. There we are. Yeah, I got validation. Thank you. Yeah, that was Spirit more validating that one. All right. But the timelines have to converge in
Yeah.
the same way. And hmm, are you trying to say that there's like slowdown and speed up periods for timeline jumps and Mandela effect? So there's like slowdown times and then redo rapid ones? Yes. Okay. Which makes sense. As I've been seeing a lot of the multiverse lately, it's been a little annoying because sometimes the multiverse kind of torments you a little bit by showing you timelines that are might be better than the one you have. Um, so it kind of torments you a little bit. Uh,
Oh,
but
I bounced to a timeline at one point where you didn't exist.
really,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, what happened in that one?
I tried to contact you. I looked and like wherever I had your numbers and your Facebook and your YouTube, none of it was there.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. Like I had never been born there.
I don't know if you'd never been born there, you just never did this,
Hmm.
and there was no evidence of you.
Weird.
Then
Okay.
I bounced back and was able to get in touch. I was only there for like 2 days.
Wow, that's huh. Okay, is that some weird like Mandela effect? Was he on like obviously Mandela effect, but was it some lower vibrational or slower moving timeline somewhere, or was that just another world line that he intersected? Because I've intersected several different world lines, so um, or is that just one where I wasn't doing this? Well, that'd still be a different world line. So what was that just another world line that he jumped to? Yes. Can you give more details on that one possibly? Because that was obviously a Mandela effect. So is there a reason why that timeline was shown to him or he drifted into that one? Or was that what kind of message was that? Was that and who delivered that message? Or was that just timeline jumping and he ended up just happened to end up on that one? Because I don't see that how somebody would just happen to be. That's more oversold doing something like that. Uh, believe it or not, not always. Okay. All right. So what was the reasoning behind the time slip? Was it guided or accidental? Because I don't it's blurring here. There we go. Was it guided or accidental or a little of both? Be more a little both. Was that more spirit inspired? Okay, you guys are agreeing it's more spirit inspired. So,
I
uh,
viewed it as a thing where it was like, look, this is what a world where nobody of doing what you guys do happens.
okay, that's like saying a timeline with like no metahumans in like DC or something. Yeah. Okay.
But
Uh,
honestly, I don't remember many of the specifics of it. Apart from that, you weren't there, and that like a few other people I know weren't there.
okay. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I believe you were seeing a timeline where there was like nobody literally nobody doing this kind of work. I believe that's what. Okay, I think I
I knew
get.
I was on. I knew I was on a different timeline though,
Yeah.
because my phone here has a crack in the back glass
Hmm.
that happened last April, but there it didn't.
Huh. Okay.
And I
That.
was there for 2 days, and
Hmm.
then I woke back up in the normal one later.
Interesting. Okay. I think also, so I've seen elements of that particular timeline here. I've seen people like me left and right just quitting what they're doing and going back to normal jobs and everything like they're like it's a different timeline. So I've obviously skimmed that one too. Uh, correct? Barely skimmed it. They're saying you did it more. Uh, that you got went head like face first into it pretty much. Uh, into that very same world line. Correct. Okay, interesting. Because people will jump timelines according to frequency and where they need to end up and everything. So that's that. Oh, so is he seeing one that how can I put this? Just was that meant to be seen? Because spirit tends to cross a lot of boundaries. Like you saw it because I was supposed to hear it, also, kind of thing. So is that true, guy? Hmm. Correct. All right. That's actually quite fascinating because sometimes I will see online. I'll know I crossed the timeline because I've been seeing online some of people like you and me if they were doing like what I'm doing, they just up and quit and went and got a regular job and all this other stuff and they just completely abandoned what they were doing or it appeared like they were abandoning what they were doing or it appeared like they'd never been doing this. And now that's occurring to me that was just timeline jumps. So, and it was just within this room. I was just seeing it on the computer. Uh, it wasn't anywhere else we've gone. Uh,
Oh yeah, no, I like just woke up in my bed. I'm like, my phone isn't broken in the back glass, but it should be.
hmm.
And then I like noticed some other little things about the room were different.
Oh, like just slightly, like maybe you had a
Yeah,
statue in a different place or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. And then I started like trying to talk to people because it was a weekend,
Hmm.
and I was checking YouTube, and then your channel just wasn't there. So then I checked your Facebook, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, okay. That's definitely a time slip. Yeah. So,
Then it was like that for like 2 days,
damn.
and then I just was back.
Yeah, that was definitely a time slip. Your vibration obviously took you into a different timeline. A spirit was showing you something like it was like, okay, this is what this looks like, and that's obviously spirit's motive behind this as to why. Uh, uh, but okay, ooh, there's a download behind this. Have you seen the show Peacemaker yet?
No, I've heard of it. It's the one with John Cena, right?
Yeah, yeah, we've been watching this, and there's I'll give away only a tiny bit. It's where he ends up in a parallel universe in season two.
Oh, isn't it like a Nazi verse?
Yeah, yeah, we're at the part where he finds out it's Naziville. Yeah, so he thinks it's like the perfect world. He's with his family and everything, and then he looks at down at the American flag, and it has the swastika on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, well, shit, but yeah, this is that kind of thing. The fact that we're seeing so much about the multiverse lately and everything, and we're getting a lot of synchronicity surrounding the multiverse and other dimensions like the interverse and all that right now. That's very strong. But yeah, I'm picking up. Yeah, when you were looking at your phone, I'm looking at the surroundings as to what timeline that is. I'm just kind of looking around at your room. There's definitely a different vibe going on. Looking at the surroundings. Um, what the hell is?
Wait, are you seeing just my new room in my current new house? Because I've moved since the last time you saw a room.
Yeah, well, there's that, but where you woke up on, like in the other timeline is what I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
that was at my last apartment. This was only like maybe a month and a half ago.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I've seen. It's like, wait a minute, I saw something was different there, but yeah, yeah, I'm looking at the surroundings. Was it pretty heavily like snowing out there at that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was white. I looked outside.
It was a weekend where I didn't go out, I didn't do anything. All I wanted to do was play video games and talk to people. And like you weren't there, Marcus wasn't there.
Hmm.
Uh Dara was there, but he didn't know me.
Hmm.
It's one of my other friends.
Wow. Okay. That's very interesting. He knows you now, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually quite interesting. That yeah, you slipped into that one, and you were still in your the same apartment, just different.
Yeah. Yeah, exact same like situation, same apartment. There was just differences in people who I knew and people that existed or or were public.
Hmm. Interesting. Now, guys, did I exist in that timeline? Was I doing something else, or did I not exist? Oh, I existed. It's just I was doing something completely different. Yeah.
I just couldn't find a way to contact you then.
That's really that's really interesting that that spirit was popped you over there. Now, does this have to do directly to the thing with Tyr as well? Um, yes and no. It really wasn't a violations type of thing. That was just spirit showing him. Um, yeah.
That's
What?
to It has to do with tier because the tier stuff has to do with the work going on in this timeline.
Okay. Okay.
But it doesn't have to do with tier because it doesn't. It was more just to show what the work in this timeline is for.
Okay. Okay. I got it. In this timeline, it's badly needed, maybe not in another one. Oh, okay. Okay, it's making sense now. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Thank you. Validation. I got that chill up the spine that told me everything. So, um, what? Who's making a joke about the hood now? They're saying, well, why are you dressed like an executioner? Okay. Yeah. Uh, Well, maybe if the energies weren't so harsh, I wouldn't need this. I see. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'm looking around outside, and I'm gonna fast forward over to my end in that my counterpart in that timeline and see what the hell was going on here. Where the hell was I? Let's see. Took me clear over. The fuck? All right. Where the hell are you taking me? Why is
Ooh,
hmm.
and yeah, the you in that timeline did exist,
Hmm.
doesn't currently exist.
Yeah, it took me up into the clouds. It was like it just took me way up into
I,
like
I I'm kind of getting the idea that you know how like you like died at that one point and then you woke up and you were like way more awake.
yeah.
I don't think you woke back up from your car accident or whatever.
Okay. Okay. That makes a lot of sense because all of a sudden it's taking me kind of over to Arizona and then it's skewed up like this. So
Yeah.
um interesting. Uh that was all right. I see what you get the point you guys are making. Yes. Uh Yes, because I've been bitching the loudest about how some shit hasn't been quite fair lately. So, yes, now you're showing me this other thing and saying it's not so bad. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get it. Like the timelines did skew then, I noticed that like my life took a completely different trajectory after that. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah. Oh, I get it. that's very interesting. That was that
And that
drastically.
would explain why I wouldn't be able to find you
Yeah, because I was dead in that universe. So
for like years.
Cheers. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah, the lifting would never have been created, or none of the sessions would have ever been created. So, at all. Uh, I would have been not been public before that. I would have been doing my photography stuff. So yeah, at that time, and film stuff. So interesting. Um, so okay, that's actually quite fascinating. So how with Ryan now, how does that apply? Well, I mean, we already know what it applied with Tyr and the timeline and all that. Is there any other aspect that we don't know about that you're actually able to speak about? Uh, I realize you're on these contracts, and I'm fairly abhorrent to those contracts. But if it's something that important with the court case, it's like they get a mulligan for that kind of thing. So, oh shush. So he goes, "Oh, thank you, Your Holiness." Okay, yeah, thank you, appreciate that. Um, so you're being sarcastic, but you're not. Okay, all right. So what? Um, there is another aspect. There's another galactic we met recently. I met in a dream. His name was Rajan. He's a Mozen soldier, and I met him in a dream sequence recently, and then he did a channeling with us briefly, and yeah, I believe he's part of this crowd. He has dreadlocks. He kind of looks like he's from he's both kind of like a East Indian presence and kind of like an islander type,
Mhm.
you know, like if he came from like Trinidad or somewhere like that,
Yeah.
Uh, both. Yeah, I know you have East Indian and Islander. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh, uh, so yeah, haven't seen you in a couple of weeks actually. Uh, wow, man, that's really tough. Can you come through a little stronger, Rajan? What do you mean my head would explode? Uh, so I can handle different frequencies. Come on. So hmm, okay, that's fairly potent. Uh, so okay, I think you made your point, but all right. What? Oh, you mean this physical body wouldn't be able to handle it? Uh, because I remember in the dream sequence getting pissed at him because the Mozen weren't allowing me to do the work with them the way they were doing it, and
Mm.
I was butthurt at them. And I was like, "Why won't you let me do this?" And he just looked at me. He was looking at the way my body is now, and it's like I can't exactly help that, you know. What do you mean I can? Well, fix my knee then. Okay, let's see. But yeah, that's where I bitched and had bitches and grievances with the court. Like they're letting some appearances keep up, just for contractual agreements, and I considered it overage, so I declared it a conflicting agenda at that point.
Mm.
And that's what I was bitching at the court about was that, like, I can't continue with a certain quality of life unless I have slightly greater range of movement here. And then I can do all the rest of the stuff they're asking me to do, but it's just, uh, but they keep trying to find loopholes instead of actually directly doing shit, and it's infuriating. Uh, I know that's kind of the way the galactics work, but it's annoying. So I've probably bitched the loudest lately. So what? Instead, we get us getting too far off track. What is it you want him to know? Uh, well, if I'd shut up, you'd tell me. Okay, yeah, thank you, Rajan. All right. Okay, what's this? Whoa, I'm getting a pressure as well. What is? There's something else around I'm not liking here. Ouch. Whatever it is making the computer heat up a little bit. Stop. Yeah, I'd like some fuss with my tech, so there we go. Thank you. Thank you for driving off whatever that is. Thank you. Um, um, wow. You guys are being kind of tight-lipped now because you think we're figuring it out and you're going back into NDA mode here.
Cause they can't say it,
Yeah.
so they can't they can only confirm it once we figure it out.
God, I hate that crap. Okay, let me see. Okay, fine. Let's see if I can do it. He's like, just do it. Okay. Oh, yeah, they're doing that. You can do it. Oh, yeah, shush. All right.
But it's not it's not big in the sense that it's going to be like ships visibly flying through the sky all the time. It's not going to be that.
I think it's on a personal level. It's more so on personable levels. It's not
It's
like
going to be like you can meet with them in a more. They see it, I think, as like a conjugal visit. Well,
they started laughing when you said conjugal visit.
because they have to go through like a bunch of bullshit to get down onto the ground here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But for us, it would be basically like the random meetups with them in public are going to become more commonplace.
Yes.
And they won't have to not say who they are to you.
Oh, okay.
But they're not going to be like open to all of society yet.
Oh, it's more of like the personal meetings are going to be more frequent. Yeah. Oh,
And they
that's
may confirm their identity.
oh, they can confirm their identity at that
They
point.
may if they want to, I think.
Okay. Yeah, or use an alias that I recognize. Yeah. So, like Benna, he says his name is Benjamin Wright. You know, so that's his persona.
Yeah.
So, uh, he said to me that I got kind of mad at him, probably unjustifiably so, because I was getting fed up with these contracts, and it was
That's why you were thinking of your meeting with him earlier.
okay. That's why it popped back into my head. Okay. Um, Interesting. How then is this this is a direct violation of the Angels Unaware rule, though. So how do you
No,
get?
because it's only beings you know that can do it.
Okay, then it's under a branch or bracket treaty then, because what the branch and bracket treaties are is they take a certain rule and they make a branch extension off of it, and you make their own version of it, and kind of thing. Like like they could say, "Oh, he's included in this project," yeah, like that, you know, or something like that. "Oh, yeah, he's a family member. We can do that."
It's
Yeah, yeah,
it is a compromise though in a weird sort of way
yeah.
because the bad people here are going to have a much better idea of who good beings are talking to here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And which beings they work with.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
when they come into the system, they have to be like, yes, I'm going to visit this person with the powers that be.
Got it. Yes. Yeah, they said you're absolutely 100% on that. So, it's not global opened up, it's just on an interpersonal level.
And it's
So,
only for people that have already contacted these beings. They can't just show up to, like, if they're a guide for someone
mhm.
and they don't know their guide's name, they can't show up.
Oh, it's a say their name and they shall appear kind of thing. So it's like, okay.
It's like you have to have, they have to have, like, more than I'm a silent guide that helps you psychically that you don't even know you're being psychic. It has to be like a working relationship type thing.
Oh, this would be why okay, this is making sense. When I'm doing sessions and when I'm out, been out in public, and this is the past several years, even in Arizona at the psychic fairs and everything. Um, This solves that mystery as to why suddenly I'm being allowed to see ETs that are around people, and then being asked to reveal that their guide was actually an ET named such and such because they want to be able to use that as a loophole to contact them later on physically. So
Hmm.
that would make yes, yes. You said I figured that out. Okay, yeah, that's been over several years, guys. That's been since COVID hit. Um, that you guys have been doing that. Or even before that, in 19, you were doing that. So that particular thing, you worked at it for like 5, 6, 7 years now. So uh, that's interesting. Okay.
They didn't expect this to be possible for like another 10 years, though, when they started it.
Oh, it's as big a surprise to them as it is us.
Because this whole court case was spurned by the fact that Isaac died.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So it moved the timeline ahead for the plan.
Okay. Hmm. I see. I see. That makes a lot of sense because a lot of races were shocked by that move he pulled. Though that the fact that he was a martyr to the cause like that, just even races that weren't looking this direction started looking this direction. So they're like Jesus, you know. When they saw that, and so he was the first wildebeest basically to cross the stream, and so that sped some things up. And the fact that it was also an attack on his homeworld at the same time really pissed some beings off because one of the demigods tried to commit genocide, and they're like, no. So that opened things up here as far as he got them in trouble too on the way out.
Hmm.
There were several demigods here. He got in deep shit went on his way out. The fact that he basically allowed them to do the thing, and then it got them in major deep shit with like the galactic courts and everything, and they're all nodding. Yes, yes, exactly. Uh, so it opened things up quicker. Uh,
Oh, and okay. All right. Yep, that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. So okay, it basically took somebody dying to get that to move a little quicker. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's pretty bad when it has to result in that to get it moving.
I
Right.
also just got a vision that you would not be able to focus on your work if he was allowed in during those rules.
Oh, you mean if Isaac was allowed in?
Yeah, like if those rules were around when he was around, you'd never focus on work because he would never leave, and he would never leave you alone.
Oh, exactly. They said he would be. You'd want to punch him in the face. They said so. He would be annoying, like he was to us. Okay, kind of thing. So, well, it couldn't have been that bad. Okay. Well, they're like, uh, not.
You had a wall. You had a it's you had him like looking through a screen at him.
Uh-huh.
They had him just like on their ship.
Oh, where he was like doing goofy shit constantly 24/7. So,
Yeah, yeah. It got. I think that's their point. It's like try living with him,
oh.
not just talking to him from a distance daily.
Oh, okay. Like you had basically the cell phone conversation, and they're saying we had him face to face to where,
As a roommate.
okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. No, so, not necessarily, they said yes, obnoxious. Sometimes he was funny, because if he, especially he pulled it on somebody that didn't have a sense of humor. Yeah. Uh, it was always funny when that happened, they said. But there were times where, it was like, time and a place kind of thing. Not, then he'd do the too soon jokes with them when some shit just went down and all that other stuff. That's funny, actually. So as I'm seeing these visions in my head of him doing this during like negotiations and shit like that, like crucial one.
Yeah, that's their point. They're like, well, our work was made a lot harder on the day to day.
Uh, uh, yeah, that's still pretty funny, guys. Now that you think about it, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're like, yeah, we know, we actually kind of missed that, yeah, yeah, but it's still pretty fun. They said it's really quiet, there now. So eerily quiet, and it's just like creepishly quiet. So no, I get it. I get it. But you mean if everything opened up, I would be doing stupid shit with him and not the work. Yeah. Uh, and it would have taken a little longer. It would have taken about another decade in, but it still would have happened, and it would have. Okay, I get it. Um,
It would have involved a lot of forest people lobbying.
okay, and that's what they were doing too. So, and that they continue to do that, but they got what they needed out of it. So they got on the Galactic Senate. So that's why they wanted their stickers and stuff everywhere. They got
Yeah.
what they needed, and it worked.
No, but like it would have taken them 10 years after getting on. Like it would have taken them years after getting on the Senate to
Uh,
get the allowance for them to do the stuff that they got through the court case now.
okay, okay, okay. That
Because the
makes.
forest people had to be have because they're the representatives of Earth
Mhm.
have to like okay this plan.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So I see how Isaac sped up the whole thing, then. Yeah, that I was trying to wonder why I figured, did he die needlessly because there's still shit going on, and obviously not. You know, it actually worked. So it just seems like it didn't work because there's still shit going down. You know, and it's like it's what? They said he didn't perform a miracle. Well, sort of. They said, but he wasn't Saint Isaac. He does to the yeah, I know. But I get what you're trying to say. But yeah, it was faster than it would have been. But I get why the some of the communications are revving up and why the interference is revving up too, because the on the opposing side, you know, the whole as above, so below, or the yin and yang thing going on, where they're in more contact, and but yet the enemy is more interfering.
Well, yeah, and the enemy's gonna know that they're in contact with everyone they're in contact who they come to visit.
Yeah, yeah. And I was curious as to how, you know, like say Woodrow Derenberger, the one that wrote Visitors from Lonulus, how he was able to get away with just going back and forth between Lonulus and here and constantly him and his daughter. His daughter still does it. I'm going, how? But it's because I noticed Indrid Cold when he showed up. I'm looking at him, going, I'm looking at a picture of Derenberger. I'm going, you guys are related because Darren Berger looks like a human version of Indrid Cole. I'm going, or similar, like the facial features are,
Mm.
and his daughter looks similar to some of the people there. I'm going, okay, you guys are family members. And that's exactly how it happened. It's through this same means. Indrid Cold found a loophole when he said he was a seeker. He basically said he was coming here looking for basically loopholes and looking also
Mhm.
for lost members of their society. So, like basically telling the Galactic Court, hey, this is legal. So that actually makes sense to me. So
Yeah,
it's just they've
but
sped up that process now.
the a lot of the good ETs still consider these visits to be like literally like prison visits.
Conjugal visits, yes. That's they every time we say conjugal visits, they start laughing like it's like prison sex or something like that. You know,
Yeah.
they're like, "You said it, we didn't." Okay, they know you said it first, just with colorful language, but no, they're saying Ryan said it first. Okay, so all right, that's actually pretty funny. And yeah, this actually is making sense putting it into context. Like they said, they're like, you wanted context, you got it. Well, thank you, finally. But ha 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 ha. No, no, you finally figuring it out. Okay, all right, all right. That actually is, that's actually, I'm satisfied with that answer. You know, thank you. It's been pulling teeth trying to get any information recently because of those NDAs in place. Um, And I guess this way, then we're not completely reliant on you for information. We're figuring it out more. I understand the premise behind it, which I respect the premise behind it. But when there's shit going down, it's frustrating. Um, so because then you don't have an actual conversation back and forth, and
Yeah.
it's just like with Isaac did the same thing. He was like there was some NDA type thing in place too that you knew when you hit the edge of it because we would get frustrated, but in this case, no, I get the value of what he did though. I really do. Because man, that really that changed the whole game board. So
Mhm.
and we've had contacts with certain ETs that I've never even heard of before.
Yeah.
And there's certain like creatures and stuff like cryptid types that I've not seen before.
Well,
Uh,
I think it is limited to like the ones that can blend in as humans.
yeah, they're human looking. It's
Yeah,
just
no, but like the dog man types and stuff,
mhm,
they're not even allowed to come with like technology to make them look like people yet, even through this system.
mhm.
They have to be like almost indistinguishable from humans,
And
where all they would need is like actual physical contacts or something.
yeah, yeah,
Because
like
they're worried there's the government groups are like, yeah, no, if your technology fails on our environment and you show off, it's gonna fuck everything up for us. So that's part of the agreement as well. They're allowed to come and visit, but they have to look like humans, and
uh,
they can't be using technology to hide the fact that they're not like a humanoid.
that makes a lot of sense. Because yeah, that makes sense because with Earth's magnetic and energetic fields, cloaking tech and photonic tech is extremely unreliable. And also the fact that people have different levels of psionic abilities, so from hiding that way is not feasible. So they would have to look like us
Yeah.
to begin with. Also,
So
the
it's like there's like the Venusians will be able to come,
yeah.
the Lonulosians, the Mozen,
Hmm.
the Asgardians, the
Yeah.
other god, like Greek god types.
Yeah, they said, "Oh, you mean the ones that look photoshopped?" Okay, they're fucking with them because they know they can hear them. So it's like,
Um,
that's funny. Oh,
yeah,
that's funny. But yeah, the insectoids have been a pain in my ass lately, though. The bugs have been a pain lately. Levick and the rest of them have had to bust them. Ozan have had to bust them. I've had to like cut several mantid heads off lately. They have been a pain in my ass.
I
It's-
have not run into a mantid in years.
Me too. And then all of a sudden they're resurfacing, and I found out all mantid types, or most of the mantid types, actually originally came from here, and they're descended from primordial creatures. They're not alien. They're Terran.
Yeah,
Uh, so they just appear to be alien because they're so different, but they're from here. Uh,
yeah,
they're what's left of primordial Earth, and they just became a sentient race out of like
they're
insect types. Then no,
well, yeah, that makes sense. What was I gonna say? I forgot.
hmm. Yes, Elena Vessel. Yes, yes. This makes me feel a little better because I was actually getting slightly depressed over this. I thought all of them were like just kind of abandoning us. So it was like because no, certain things aren't moving forward. Some of our business stuff has come to a screeching halt. Uh, like selling pieces. Me and Bjorn want to work on some coin variations and stuff like that, and it's just the money's dried up in some areas is what it is. And uh,
Weird.
it's because, well, Isaac, what he was doing was he was calling people to us psionically. Let's see,
Mm,
and he was basically being like the fair barker, going, "Come, hurry, hurry, hurry!" He's one of those types, and I can't find another one that wants to do to do it. I didn't even realize to that extent he was doing things.
is
Uh,
what? He's what? Oh, he was bending the rules by doing that. He wasn't supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, yeah, they agree with you on that. They said it was borderline violation, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but the way that I'm getting it is that it was like borderline. It was like putting a thought in someone's head to go do something
Mhm.
that, depending on the interpretation of it, could be considered like a low level of mind control.
Okay, yeah, but also the way he got around it, I found out, is because he felt the person needed the help to begin with. Uh,
Well, yeah, no, that's why he wasn't like prosecuted for it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the only reason he wasn't prosecuted for it. This,
Like if he was just doing it to random people, he would have been getting in trouble.
right? I feel he was reprimanded a couple of times though.
Oh,
Uh,
I think so. I think there was a lot of people who were like, you kind of should stop doing this because it's borderline a problematic behavior.
uh,
Like
uh,
you're helping people, but like you're also tricking them into doing things that they probably wouldn't otherwise do.
yeah, yeah. I think one of the okay. I'll tell you one of the things. I'll have to snip this out, but I'll tell you one of the things that he did that was. We went to out to Sandbridge, which is it's kind of like how the Outer Banks is in North Carolina, but it's like a mini version of it. It's just like a slightly little beachy little town fragment that's part of Virginia Beach, and it's a neighborhood. I found a V2K operator over there at one point and chased him out of there, but it's near. It's on the other side down the coast from the Dam Neck military base out here, and. Went out there, and we were out there a lot, like in the past couple of years. We haven't been able to get it out there recently, but um, went out to the parking lot. There's like this big parking lot, like little pay area where it has the booth coming in and the swing arm to let people in and everything. Well, I went in the middle of the parking lot. I see one car parked, like almost dead center of the parking lot, right across from the bathroom building. And I happen to I hear Isaac in my head going, "Walk over here." I'm like, "Okay," and I'm walking over there, and I'm walking past this car, and it's a topless woman sitting in the car. And she's basically putting on suntan lotion, completely oblivious that I'm standing there. Um,
Yeah, see that? Yeah, that might have crossed the line.
yeah, it was after that he started to do shit like that less and less. I'm thinking there was a reprimand involved there. Uh,
Yeah, I'm guessing there was as well.
and I said, "Did you do this?" "Yes, I did." I'm like, "You're welcome." He's like, "You're welcome." I'm like, "All
And the
right, I
people
guess."
that reprimanded him are on the other line with you.
Uh, uh, basic. Oh, you mean now?
Yeah, they're like some of the beings we're talking to.
Oh, okay. Yes, I can see this. Yes. So, yes. I think he was also I believe Isaac was responsible for that woman showing up naked to a session too, and that did happen. That
That
did.
happened. I didn't know about this. I didn't hear about this.
This happened. This happened once. The other woman I spoke to was an actual nudist, but she put a like you have a picture over your Zoom call at the moment. That person did that. There was another person I got on a Zoom call. I had to act as if nothing was going on. Uh,
I only have the picture up right now because I don't want anyone who watches this to like know what I look like at work and come up to me randomly.
oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's like I'm
Uh,
in my work clothes and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's fine. But what happened was and Isaac was responsible for this one too. What happened was I get on this session with this person, and it wasn't like they had the camera like here. It was like they had as far further back than I'm sitting, like is where my shelf is,
Oh,
and
so they were full visual. Like
they
you
were
see everything.
visible. Yes. And I'm going.
I bet they were seeing spread leg too.
Well, not necessarily that. I couldn't completely see down here, but I could see
Oh, okay.
everything up here. And it wasn't like they had like a sheet around them or anything like that. This was like completely naked.
Were you
And
just like, what are you doing?
I was basically trying to react as if nothing was going on because I figured I got to act with for professionalism.
Oh no,
And
I would have been like, Go put on clothes or I'm hanging this up. I don't care how much you spent.
Right, which normally somebody would do, but Isaac basically was going, "Hey, just read her the way this is." I'm like, "Fine," you know, and I started to. I did ask her at one point why she was nude, and she said, "Oh, I'm just more comfortable doing sessions like this." I'm like, "Okay, as long as you're okay with it, you know." But I just questioned it. I went through an hour of the session, and it went off fine. The next two sessions I had with the person, no, but I had, yeah, there was but this was very obvious, and they're telling me right now, saying, yeah, that's our point right there. So he did it two times, and they thought it was, if he had done it the third time, it would have been three strikes and you're out, kind of thing. But but he did it two times. The session one came first, then it was the Sandbridge one, and then it that didn't happen again. But
Yeah.
then he basically, after the afterwards, I said, "Did you do that?" He goes, "Surprise!" Uh, so I'm like, "Okay, I'm pretty sure that person probably wouldn't have normally done that." Well, she's a nudist, so that one's a nudist too, not like the other one. But I'm like, "Yeah," but I'm pretty sure. I was even questioning that with him after a while. I'm going, "Wait a minute." Uh, but he kind of mind whammied me a little bit, so I wouldn't object to it.
He
Um,
tried mind whamming me once and he got his ass kicked.
Oh, yeah, and then I told him, basically I did tell him don't do it again, after I figured out he did it.
Because he tried to give me the brain fog when I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I'm at work, I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
And I was like on the side of a highway. There's cars going by like 60 miles an hour, and he was trying to have me like talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can't focus on being in a session with you and staying safe while watching construction here.
Okay,
And so
yeah.
he's trying to like mind fog, so I'll do the conversation. I'm like, no. And then I told the Norse guys to get him out of here for the day. I'll talk to him another day.
Yeah, yeah, it's like I don't want to be an asshole, but yeah, just but I get it. I get why they're saying now if he was like around and things open up, how that would be a distraction. I understand that, now. Because if he was like everything was opened up and he's physically showing up, like he just climbs in your vehicle one day and goes, "Hi," you'd be like, "Ah," but
No, he's the type you'd wake up and he'd just be standing over your bed.
and just staring at you. Yeah. And they're kind of laughing. They're like, "Yeah, you got his number." Creeper, I believe the word is. They're saying, but I mean, he did that as practical jokes, essentially, too.
Oh no, it still would be a joke, but
Yeah,
it would just be in person, which would be weirder.
yeah, that would be weirder, by far be weirder, and they've experienced this same thing. What he did to me one time was at Granville there in Prescott Valley when we had that weird haunted mirror that was in the bedroom. I wake up to him fully there, just as a reflection in the mirror, going, "Hi." I'm like, "Ah,"
Yep.
he got away with it because he was acting like a haunting. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "See, that's our point." But that, even though it was kind of funny, I even walked up to the mirror and was touching it and everything. um, and
Oh, that's what they're doing right now.
mhm,
The whole they're working like super to set stuff up.
mhm.
They're setting up their entry zones.
Mm.
They're gonna have like airports that they have to use so that we don't see their ships and things.
Okay, okay, okay. That's I see okay. Yeah, it's another loophole, but it's one that really works out for all sides. Okay, I see. They're setting up the specific like ports of call, specific places, specific
Yeah,
objects.
basically it's like places they can land.
Yeah.
Then they go through like the security check.
Mm.
Then they're allowed in. It's just like airports.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Alaska would be one of those. That's just like in the Men in Black movie where you see it's a big terminal.
Yeah, but if they're visiting people all over the world, they no, that's like to enter. This is like once they land their ship,
Mm,
how they're gonna get around,
okay.
how who they're visiting, how long they're gonna stay, what are they bringing in with them, and are they leaving it here? It's just all the same questions you get when you go to another country or you cross a border.
Okay, like a passport, needing a passport and all that other stuff. So, yeah, okay, kind of thing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I see what you're saying. Oh, this would okay. This would be why Bjorn is hearing from some Lanyalosians saying that he would see them soon. I'm like, this makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
and Tyr's no longer busy on Venus if you want to talk to him.
Okay. Busy, they said. Okay. Yeah,
I don't
Tyr.
know. I know what they meant. I didn't want to get into that bit.
Um, well, they figured, okay, they're doing their best Isaac impersonation of being creepy. All right, so, okay, he would have gone more in depth into it, but okay, he would have been, and this is how this works. That would have been Isaac. So, that's why we're stopping here. Yes, okay. So, okay, if they're thinking you're getting the same range out of us, no, comedic range, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's where he crosses the line.
Yeah, they're like, we are not coming close to that. We no, no. So there's all right. Okay, cheer, true benevolent tear. If you want to step forward, that'd be great. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, the energy shifted here. Tear, I gotta be able to see, man. There we go. There's something, that's fighting your energy from coming in. There's like this clear, decisive, like shear that's like coming at me, like trying to prevent you from entering the scene, so it just cuts around you and hits me. So yeah, that's oh, okay. Ooh, that's strong. Uh, so Tyr, what is it? What's going on? I don't know. You summoned me. Okay, you're just fucking around. Okay. Um. Hmm. Okay, just give me the download that you were wanting to give me before you were busy. Okay. Oh. 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 All right. Yeah. He gave me like this big like map of a plan within like a few seconds there. I think I understand. It's what we've been talking about the different ships being allowed in different areas, and also the different beings being able to have ports of call and everything. Is Odin also helping fast track this as well? You bet.
Yes. Oh, because Odin is also involved in the agreement, even though he's not like with the Galactic Federation,
Hmm.
because he's still considered system head.
Yeah, like
So
rulers. Yeah. So
so
yeah.
he has to be like, yeah, they can come into the system to do this because there's going to be groups from all over that don't even normally deal with humans coming. The Intumbans are also involved heavily because they have that claim on Japan.
Yes, they do. Yes, I haven't seen them a lot lately, hardly at all. That's been a group that's been kind of evasive lately too. Also, well, there's other. Oh, wow! Holy crap! Uh, There's that much going to happen in that short a period of time. Holy crap! Um, what are you guys trying to prevent?
The SSP fighting back against all these ships coming in.
Yeah, like Solar Warden. I mean, it's like they're doing it quick. Like, they're like they're implementing things. Like I've been picking up for months. Like it's like I'm standing on a ship implementing a bunch of changes really quickly, like in secret. and like I'm sitting on a cloaked vessel, like implementing a bunch of shit. Am I picking up from you guys? Okay. Like I'm walking in your guys' shoes, having planning things out fast like that. Okay. All
And
right.
Tier's heavily involved in dealing with the anti SSP fuck around and find out type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because he absorbed that other side that was like a chief of staff over there.
Okay, so he's able to kind of take that role on then. Uh,
Well, no, he's able to counter what they normally would do because he already knows what they would do.
oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Duh, he says, okay. So he's able to definitely counter that because he knows all the strategies, and that was absolutely necessary for Odin's plan of bringing Asgard back into existence. Um, uh, Bjorn and I were just talking about that if that plan was still a go, and absolutely 110%. Basically taking all the asteroids and forming a new large
Yeah.
planet. You gotta be careful of the nanotech that got embedded in there. It's dead. Okay, I was actually concerned about that. If there was any black goo left embedded in the rock strata or anything in the meteorites or the asteroids.
There's no radiation protection and it doesn't like radiation.
Oh, okay.
Because the solar in space there's no radiation protection unless you're like in a ship.
Yeah.
So the asteroids aren't protected from the
Oh.
solar radiation coming off the sun.
Okay, and it would have fried the crap out of any of that.
Yeah, over the last yeah.
Oh, they said it's long dead. They said my concerns are memories from ages ago. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, rightfully so. But they said it's dead. It's like it's dead, Jim. Okay, so okay, that actually makes sense. There was an Arcturian group that told me that the only remaining black goo left were in laboratories and samples. So it was of no danger left. Uh, and I found out the rest of a lot of the vampire contagion has been dealt with too, and the remaining vampires are actually their own race now. Uh, so what the information that we've been getting is from a while ago. Uh, it's like maybe it's basically thousands of years out of date.
Mm.
Well, you never know what time frame you're getting information from. That's the thing. You may be getting it at the pinnacle of something really important, and you could be like 500,000 years out of date.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to keep that in check constantly as to when we're getting something from. Uh, so they're basically saying the goo is of no consequence. So, that's good. That's actually very good. So, now there's more to this download. Hang on. I hope I'm not eating up your work time here.
No, I don't have anything to do until later.
Okay. All right. What is it more of the download you're giving me? Tier? Second tier to the information. Okay. Yeah. Bad pun. Okay. Hey. We're trying. Okay. Ooh. Can you give me that one more time? Oh, interesting. They're saying old portals that are ancient that are on the Earth will start to open too, like like the one in Valley of Fire for Lanulos, the one and some of the other ancient doorways that are actually functional will start to work again. They said some of them are busted. And it's part of the Bifrost regenerating too, because the Bifrost is self-regenerative. That's how the dwarves designed it. It's kind of like the Borg in Star Trek, where they self healed. There's like no, they said the dwarves would object to that line of analogy because it's not like assimilating; it's just healing. They're saying. Well, yeah, it healed there too, but it was slightly different. I wasn't actually trying to insult there, but yeah, with the comparison. But you get my idea. But
Does that mean Heimdall's back?
Heimdall would be, I found out, is Enki. So he never left.
Well,
Uh,
no, but he's back acting as using it
uh,
as it's healing because most likely it needs somebody that can that to run it while it's healing.
you're correct. You're
It's been
correct.
neglected. That it would have healed a long time ago if it wasn't being used.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like like because it wasn't being used, it wasn't healing, but it needed somebody like running it to fix.
Oh, needing its use, it needed to have a purpose, essentially. Again, so
Yeah.
yeah, where the Asgardians and them are actively using fragments
Yeah.
of it, so it's starting to heal. And the answer is actually yes to that. You're saying Poseidon slash Enki slash Heimdall is actually using it. Is that why he's not been available to talk lately? Because his idiot brother has tried to come in a number of times,
I
and
thought both of them were sketchy though.
they are sketchy to an extent. But you're slightly better off with Anki. Uh,
Okay.
but there are hard times where he will lie to you because it's a discernment test too. The ancient Sumerians called him the god of lies and deceit. So they said it was out of a desire to help, though. But Enlil would lie to you just to lie, and Enki would lie to you to better yourself, kind of thing. Uh,
Hmm.
and so there's a difference between the two of them. But yeah, you're right. They tend to kick each other in the nuts versus actually sometimes help too. So, uh, but true enough. And Tier says, true enough, fair enough. They you got their number. But yeah, and the lines on a map, territories, moving around. That's why the lines on a map have been really shifting around lately too. That's also why these government groups have been trying to find resources by burning areas and going into them and trying to mine resources and everything, and using weather control and all that shit. And so, absolutely 100%, 110% correct. Uh, so yeah, they said I nailed that one, but oh, real nice. He goes, yeah, just like being nailed to a cross, I tell you. Now that's an Isaac joke. He used that one a lot, actually. Um, when it came to Enlil, so or Loki. Loki has been a pain in my ass lately. So he'll just like appear when I'm on calls and stuff like that. There was a call I was doing on Trifold Paranormal that we had a guest on there. This was a show I'm
On Friday?
on Fridays when I do those live stream.
Yeah, because you were telling me because that's when we texted last.
Yeah, and we had a guy on named Otley or Oddly, and he was basically saying, "Oh, you have Loki around your shoulder. He's screwing around." I'm like, that doesn't surprise me, and it's because he wanted to go unnoticed, and somebody else saw him. It was
Hmm.
so somebody I hadn't met saw him, so it took somebody that I didn't know to kind of impartially see certain things and saw that Loki was screwing around, and gave him the boot. But he's acting more like his mythological self now versus that of like the Michael persona. Um,
Hmm.
and he's not this stoic like anymore. He's more like that kind of thing, kind of like a drop dead Fred type of persona now. Actually, no, that was more Isaac. The Loki was more like the cruel version of that. And so it's like he's acting more like his storybook version. No. And I'm going, okay, this is weird. Uh, I've been asking, does that mean he's healing? Does that mean he's, more redeeming without the vampiric crap and all this other stuff? And I haven't really gotten an answer to that. But not that I would do channels with him or anything. That's never going to happen, but ever. But
There's still too many Christians giving him worship energy all the time.
bingo. They said, yeah, there's still too many worshipers there. I know for a fact there's technology that can cut that off. If you were to say it's about the size of a quarter, and like a sticker type of thing, if you would put it like on a church or a chapel or something, they could worship all they want. It wouldn't get back to it. The energy wouldn't get back to him. Uh, did you guys just say already in progress? I'm picking up on an actual thing going on. Yeah. Okay. Meaning they're sticking these things to buildings. I always like, it's like, I always think it's like me that's like just projecting into a space or something, or thinking of certain things, or you think you're making it up sometime. But I saw me putting like stickers on buildings, like these little holographic ones, and and it would blend in with the architecture. And bingo, they said that's is that why I'm compelled to put stickers on things with like the symbols here and everything? Absolutely. Correct. And also the thing with the coins we've been doing too, we've been creating these anchors for some of the different magic, and that may have been me and Bjorn's butt to try to get certain ones made, and they're not cheap. To get done, and so even though they're only $7 a coin, the manufacturer expects you to buy 100 of them,
Yeah.
and so that's 700. So, which it's a fair price. It's absolutely cool. It's just that you got to give it a minute. But yeah, so they're more into the plan working versus the cost surrounding things. And I'm perfectly willing to do it. It's just that we have to have something coming in more. Uh, and Isaac tried to fill that gap with Jedi mind trickery and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gotten a little squeaky for a little bit, but it's working. It's squeaky for a little bit. Uh, but so Tyr, what is it that you wanted else to relay? Well, if I'd shut up for a minute, yes, I understand. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. You're telling me something about YouTube in particular. What is that? The social media. Well, is it just YouTube or is it social media in general? In general. Okay. It's going to take a drastic change or drastic turn for which direction? Uh, it'll appear to get worse for a second and then turn the other correct way. Yeah. Okay. Meaning different. The reason different energies are being inputted into like videos and everything will make it take a sudden turn for the better. Okay. Well, that's like what Bjorn and I are doing with GIC. Like different names and different symbols and stuff are being input, and it's actually changing the energy right into the whole molecules of like the that whole matrix. So in the digital world, and what we call the Tronverse. So interesting. It's actually helping more than we realize. Okay, and that our work towards all that isn't for naught, pretty much. All right. Well, we do have to get something back out of it, though. We really do. Um, so, hmm, okay. Hmm. Have you had any more dreams that are associated with this that you know of?
With the court thing?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even a dream.
Oh, it was just a vision while you were sitting there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so,
This was Tyr like sending me a memory from his memory.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Have you actually had any dreams in particular that are that
I have not remembered a dream in months.
oh. Hmm. Energetic intensity, they're saying basically signal overload, pretty much is what they're saying. Like there's so much information flying around that the brain can't decode it or encode it right. Uh, and it's sensory overload. Uh, so you're basically saying we just get distortion and we're only getting bits and pieces. All I'm getting is bits and pieces of stuff. It's never completely cohesive unless it's like some really, really push direct communication, like when Rajan came in. I saw him. That was actually very, very direct. Uh, and
I
it was,
tend to figure out what they want and what they get if I get the very beginning of it.
oh, like you'll know what it's about if you get the very beginning of it. Mm.
Yeah, it's like then I can pull the download on it myself.
Oh, and get the
Pass
rest
it.
of it when you wake up. Yeah, yeah.
No, 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 no. Like if I hear a piece of information,
Hmm.
but it's not complete, but I hear like the beginning,
Hmm.
I'll passively pull the download. I don't intentionally do it. I'll just passively do it and know what's going on.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
like finishing somebody's thought for them.
Okay, yeah, exactly is what they're saying because you really are. You're basically continuing a thought stream that is one solid energy movement. And so
Yeah.
you're essentially picking, getting the torch passed to you, essentially with the information and carrying it forward. And it ends up at the person I believe that's supposed to ground it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So that goes into the butterfly effect and it bounces around everywhere. Uh, so just certain people are there to ground certain things or bring it through so that it arcs like lightning through across everywhere on Midgard.
Yeah.
It's basically like a lightning strike and it goes and it goes all over the place. So we always say little fires of information spread by grounding it in the benevolent earthly Akashics and benevolent galactic Akashics. So that's how we put it. What do you mean less wordy? Okay. I just do the technical side, so there's no mistaking what it is. And Tears looking at me going, anal. Okay, so, well, it might be anal, but it works. True enough. Uh, you're starting, he goes, you're starting to sound like a Venusian, with okay, I see what he's popping into my head. You know that scene in Futurama where they go to that whole it's like that bureaucratic like agency where everybody's like filing forms for everything. Um, and then the one guy goes, requisition me a form to have these people removed. That kind of thing. Uh, so it's basically a form for everything. I was like, well, that's more the Galactic Courts you're talking about. That's the Galactic Federation. They're that anal. He goes, precisely. That's where you're getting the ideas from. Now you're getting it. He's like patting me on the head. Now you're getting it. Okay. But it's like in the movie Jupiter Ascending, where you see them go through the whole bureaucracy. That's how it is. Mm. And so that's where they got that from.
Okay.
That's where that movie got that from, or the writer of the book said. I wish that they were there are two others associated with that. I wish they'd continue and do the rest of it, but it's probably going to end up being like the Golden Compass, where they don't continue on with it.
Are there any other blockages or anything that you guys know about?
Hmm. Okay, hang on. Okay, he's pointing to the back of your head. There's like this weird hair braid back there. I'm seeing like this, like down here, and that is a more like a suture. Okay, that is where you see the silver cord coming in at there, because there's like this download point. Like some people call it a download port, but like the Matrix. But that's where you're getting some of the downloads from. Is this also why he's not getting seeing his dreams? Because you said sensory overload, but there's also could be blockages too. Yes and yes. So I'll just remove that suture. Okay. And anything that's underneath that, and there's a small attachment keeping that in place. A leech. Okay. There we go. Pull that little hair thingy off there. Oh, now that is really creepy. Can you put that in a bag tier, or whatever the hell that is? Oh, that done and done. Okay. So, oh, shut up. He goes, oh, he just sat the thing in a bag there. And then now you can get rid of it. Oh, we'll make you feel like you've done something. Yeah, real mature. Okay, let me see. That's a dick move. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look at your oversoul, the fortress where Tyr would connect to. Okay. There we go. Oh, there's some blockages in place. Okay. Tier one would wonder why, why you wouldn't see that coming and just, bat the blockages out of the way. But okay. I'm just curious. That's not being me being a dick. I'm just saying that I'm curious. Uh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Hmm. Okay, the water won't flow, right? There we go. There we go. Okay. Has to be vibrationally done from Midgard? Why? I have what? More freedom to do some of those things. Well, one would think, it's attaching to you. You would think like it'd be the same difference of like swatting a fly out of the way like that. Yes, you're right. You're sensing correct, but uh, certain things have to be done down here in order to, or notice down here, like what I just did, in order to affect the energetic correction. So you can't always intervene on your avatar's behalf in that way all the time. Bigger stuff, yes. Smaller stuff, not necessarily. But that's not necessarily small here, but okay. Um, from your perspective, that's not small, but it actually is from your guys' perception point. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, um, but okay. There's something in the way here. Mm, whatever that thing is that just walked into view here. That is looks like a beetle. I'm thinking is that an animal or is that an insectoid? Animal. Okay. Um, oh, you guys have some kind of large, like cat dog being with you that just ate that thing. So, okay. Uh, it's some kind. Okay, it's one that was mentioned in Marvel where Thor is asking Coulson if if Earth had a certain type of creature or something. I can't remember what. God, that he said Asgard and the Nine Realms had it. So there was some kind of that they're making that comparison like it's some kind of creature they've tamed to come with them, kind of like a battle cat type of thing. Mm.
Okay.
It looks like a dog and a cat put together, sort of. It has like a little horn, like right here, like this little curled one that goes out like this, or has this weird horn here. Yeah, weird to you. Okay. Has a large head and it has like a slightly sloped body and its head only gets larger when it's eating something like a vacuum. Okay, like kind of like a snake like unhinges its jaw. So you're saying there's some reptile in there too? Okay. Well, it's like the cat dragons. They look like cats but with scale armor. So it's kind
Yeah.
of yeah, it's like that. Some of them are more instinctual, others are closer to telepathy type. So you're saying it's like a cat dragon, kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's a relative or a cousin of it. Okay. Uh, okay. Man, that camera's sure blurring a lot. Okay. Okay. It does that when the energies get riled up. Like this lens, or if I move my hand around a lot, say it does it. So, um, it's this stupid autofocus on it. I can't get it to stop doing that. These type of cameras pick up activity like you wouldn't believe, or are sensitive to energetic movement. Mm.
Yeah. Is it a built-in laptop one?
No, this is one. This is an actual camera. Say this is.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'll show you that's the Valkyrie one design we did.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Valhalla Soul Trap No More. Yeah. Oh, that back. Well, that's been interesting. I was having concerns about that. Like, what could have changed, and I guess this is why this happened today. So, uh,
Well, yeah, I've been working just way too much, and I moved, and I just haven't had time to do anything, and then yeah,
mm, but I mean, the questions even I had, it's all synchronous together. So, yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
I gotta go. I have a site walk coming up here at 12:15.
Okay, I'll close the circle real quick. Give me a second. All right. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. All right.
I just got the text for it. That's like, yeah, pull up.
Okay. All right. I close the circle. My normal entity. So I'll trace this back. That's my location channeling other
I got to get my crew together.
matters for so Okay, there we go.